doing?
Okay, I could do it. I could do it. Hey, ladies, how are y'all?
Good, good.
Good.
Good to be here.
Perfect. So, Luce, you want to just tell us real quick who you've got here with us, and then we'll let Dr. Laura kind of open it up and tell her
Oh,
testimony and talk about the products a little bit, and then we'll show them what we have.
sure. So I invited Cheryl. She's a women's health nurse practitioner that I've known for some time. She's out of California, and I believe she's invited a few people on her own, LaRond,
Look,
and Mel, I believe. Yeah.
and Dr. Cunningham.
Dr. Cunningham. There you go. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi.
Perfect. Cheryl, you want to tell us what their background is, each one of them?
Well, LaRonda she does skincare. She has her own business, does aesthetics. Correct me if I'm wrong, LaRonda. And I know her from church. And she's a great business owner. So I just want to make sure she got information on this call. Dr. Cunningham was my first boss after I got out of NP school over, wow, that's a long time now. It's 20, almost 22 years. Oh my God. And she's a great friend. And she's business minded too. She has her own business. She's an obstetric and gynecology physician, and she does business very well too. So I had to make sure that her clients would know about our products too. And so, but we're good friends. She was in my wedding. She was one of my people in my wedding. I love.
Oh, okay.
And also Melanie. She was one of my former nursing students many moons ago, and she's a business owner. She's a director of a hospice
Mm.
uh, company, and she just got on the drops too, and I just wanted to make sure, like I said, all my friends that get on, I want them to know the full benefits about these products because they're just awesome. They have to know. You know.
Amazing. Well,
Mhm.
thanks, Cheryl. You brought the A team. Great. Dr. Laura, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Hi, guys. Thanks. I have a real quick minute, but I am super excited to kind of share a little bit about why I joined Partner Co., why this really is, I think, the best company out there. And it's not just because of the product. Now, the product, that's how I fell in. So I'm an OBGYN, functional medicine doc. About 3 to 4 years ago, I had several events happen with loved ones in the medical arena that really sort of got my attention in terms of really diving down into holistic care and going down the functional medicine route. One was my father was dying of Alzheimer's. My brother passed away at the age of 49, and my husband had chronic Lyme. And so and he was getting shuttled from physician to physician. No one knew what to do with him. And so I decided that I was going to go and get training and figure it out because it was really hard for us at that time. And I also was concerned about my longevity and health when I looked at my brother and my dad, and I wanted to live a long time. I had a baby at 40. I did not want to be disabled when she got married or had kids or any of that, when you think about what age I'll be when that happens. And so that was it. I just started going down this holistic path, and that's how I fell in the drops, because I had a virtual perimenopause menopausal practice. I was helping women with their hormonal imbalance symptoms. We were doing bioidentical HRT, but then also several supplements to help them with their weight loss, help them with their the other things like brain fog and the other things maybe that didn't go away with HRT. And while we were getting results, they were taking about 15 to 20 supplements a day, 15, 20 pills. And I always was looking for a great product that was more bioavailable, more sublingual, liquid formulation. And that's how I fell into the drops. They had about six ingredients that I was writing for individually. And so I started my patients on those drops, and we just got incredible results. They started losing the weight. They started having just incredible gains with their energy and their brain fog and all the things. And so I would have never done this business. However, I'm trading time for money. I'm working 72 hours a week. I have an insane schedule. I'm up all night. I cannot do that for the rest of my life. And I'm very passionate about sleeping now, especially if you're trying to do any type of prevention like I am for dementia. And so I'm doing this business to get my time back and replace my income, and it will match my income over the next year. I know it. So, I just can't say enough about this company and the products, and the drops are where it's at. Like, if you are a practitioner on this call or any type of medical professional, um, this is something for you. Whether you have a brick and mortar or you don't, it doesn't really matter. You can succeed in this. I don't have a brick and mortar, and I did this by my phone like everybody else does it. But if you have a brick and mortar, you also have an extra entity where this can fly off the shelf for you. So I think that's it. I don't know what else you want me to say, but
That's amazing. And you guys, hey, I'm Susan Cameron. It was funny when Dr. Laura called me, and she had been in another company before. And so she was asking me about pay and compensation, and we kept talking back and forth. She's like, well, really, I want to make 500,000 a year. I was like, well, you can absolutely do it here. And she's like, that's not really true. I was like, no, it's not true. How much do you really want to make a year? She's like, easily 1 million. I was like, all right, let's do it. So she came in and she started building really quickly. And you guys, we have the system here that every one of you on this call can lock into, just like I did, just like Barb did, just like Dr. Luz did, and now Dr. Laura. So that is something. Do you want to say anything about that, Dr. Laura, what we have here that's different?
That's the thing. I think, I came from a different company, even though I was still practicing OBGYN, and there was no ability for me to really replace a $500,000 income over there. And this company will do that. And the thing is, yes, I'm working diligently to make that happen. And you do work. There's no doubt about it. You will work in this company. However, it is, it's work that is by your phone. It's in the nooks and crannies. I mean, I am working 72 hours straight up all night, and I'm able to build this outside of that. And if I can do it, anyone can do it. It really just takes intention. And I just have that intention. And I know within a year's time, I'll totally replace that income and be able to far surpass it then with the years coming. And I'm just so excited because this company has the #1 compensation plan. And I had been in the industry for 20 years. I know other compensation plans. I know this type of business. And by the way, if you're a medical professional, I don't want you to don't be afraid of this type of business, because this is what gets us our freedom. This is what gets us our time back. There's no other option out there without a heavy overhead. I mean, heavy overhead where, a brick and mortar thing, and then you're tied to it, right? This is mobile. I have 4 kids. I want to drop everything and go to them. I'm going to be able to do that. So, so hopefully that helps. I hope you guys join us. I'm just super excited about this opportunity, and you are on the best team because I'm part of this team and I just love it. You have an incredible team. So
that's amazing. Dr. Laura, one question. How long have your personal patients taken to respond? And what about your PCOS patients? And then you can run.
Yeah. So actually, this is really good for PCOS. It's really good for anybody with insulin resistance, and that's PCOS, right, guys? So, and really, it's the underlying, many of us are walking around this way, perimenopause and menopause. That's one of the major things that happens to us as our hormones decline, insulin resistance starts to go up. So that's one of the #1 things it does. I actually even have people on it that are trying to get pregnant. So that is a great thing for that. And then your other question, Susan, was how long was my patient's response? So here's the deal. Everybody is different. This is hormonal balancing drops. They will balance your hormones first before you will lose the weight. So some people, it's within a week or 2, they'll see results, right? Other people, it can take 60 to 90 days. I tell everybody, you need to plan on 90 days. I mean, how long did it take your body to get to where it's at, right? It didn't take 2 weeks. It took a while. Sometimes we are more resistant. If it's a woman, you tend to be more resistant than a man. Unfortunately, I know that's a really annoying thing about everything that we do, right? But 90 days. Give it 90 days. because it does work and it balances out leptin, ghrelin, your blood sugar, your insulin, your cortisol, your thyroid. It balances those hormones. So I hope you guys join us, and thanks for having me.
Thank you, Dr. Laura. We appreciate you taking time, hon.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So Barb, do you want me to share a little bit and then I can show them a couple testimonies? And then do you want me to do the presentation, or would you like to?
I'll let you do that, please. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Yes.
Hey guys, so my name's Susan Cameron. It's so good to be with you guys here on Black Friday. Is everybody shopping? I haven't bought one thing today yet. So I found this company about 20 months ago. My really quick story is I was a binge eater forever. Could not stick with the diet. It didn't matter what functional medical doctor I went to, what perfect food plan you gave me. I was a sugar addict. So I didn't think anything would work and save me from that disorder. It was really a disorder. And I had been diagnosed with chronic Lyme disease, just like Dr. Laura's husband, about 10 years ago, and had went into perimenopause at about 34. And at 42, I was almost in full-blown menopause. So fast forward, I was about 25 pounds overweight. I had severe anxiety and depression. I had inflammation every day. I would wake up with night sweats at 42. And my doctors were saying, Susan, you're almost in full-blown menopause, and we really don't know what to do for you. So I had found one of the top homeopathic doctors in the world that I was working with, and they still could not help me totally balance my thyroid. So I was still on thyroid medication, and I had started taking some synthetic hormones at the time. So let me show you my 28-day results. So my results were really drastic, I'll tell you, but guess what? It was the first thing that had helped me lock into a food plan. So these are like liquid discipline. Somebody like Barb has stuck to this foods list, you guys. I mean, she's not a cheater. I'll still cheat a little bit. Like, I'll be honest, like food is always going to be my drug of choice, but these drops make me a little sane. So I'm going to show you my results in 28 days. And then I want to show you my in-laws results in about 60 days. And they're 75 and 79. They came off of 6 medications and 9 medications, but guess what? They both came off of insulin. No longer type 2 diabetics, and we didn't have to sell their second-story house. Now they're running up and down the stairs. They're out blowing leaves today. I mean, they just completely have their life back. So it's super exciting. So let me share my screen and show you that.
And for those of you on phones, just swipe over and you can see the other shared screen.
Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Mhm.
So this is me in 28 days. Now these pictures are horrific, right? And people are like, are you really going to put them on Facebook? But I was at my wit's end. There was no answer for me when I found this company, you guys. So this on the left is on day 1. This on the right is day 28. This is only 12 pounds. Can you believe that? 12 pounds. But that is what inflammation will do to you. And let's see if I can find something else. Now, my husband took this to a whole different degree, you guys. This man went from horrific morning depression, couldn't get out of bed for anything, low testosterone, so much stress. He totally mellowed out. He started getting up, working out with the trainer. He got on several of our other products, including a product called Renew, which helps you raise human growth hormone, a product called MOA, which has 36 superfoods, and our Tahitian noni. But he started with the drops and lost about 30 pounds. And then here are his parents. So there is Papa and Mimi, and look how different they look. And that was in 2 months. So they too were able to lock in that foods list. And then what I have for you, let's see. This is an app that we have called Boards. And this is what Dr. Laura is talking about: plug and play, copy paste, simple strategies. So we have the social media posts that you'll be able to use. And then when people start asking you all these questions about it, what are the drops? Look, we've got it laid out here. Thanks for asking about them. They go under your tongue 3 times a day. They suppress your appetite and balance your hormones. They also support proper thyroid levels, digestion, and sugar levels. As a result, ladies typically lose half a pound per day and men 3/4 of a pound. All natural homeopathic drops, hormone free and stimulant free. I've been buying in bulk to save people money. So I'm going to show you guys what that means and how you're going to make money off of this. But there's all kinds of answers. There's a video that Dr. Laura does, and even things like, does this work with my prescriptions? I partner with many doctors. They are actually the one who creates all the formulas. There have not been any side effects due to medications reported. These are hormone free. We are supporting the body, not making it react to a medication. That's what makes these so popular. People can safely consume them. If you have any issues, we can likely get in contact with one of them as well. I'm just showing you to say, hey, we've got plug and play. You don't need to reinvent the wheel here. So we're just going to go into a quick presentation. This will take about 8 minutes, and then you guys can ask any questions that you have. Can you see this, Barb?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So there are all kinds of symptoms of hormonal imbalance, as you guys know. So whether you're OBGYN, helping women with health, or just like the one lady that we have here that is an esthetician, people are going to be in your chair, in your circle, talking about different issues that they have: mood swings, low libido, headaches, night sweats, food cravings, hot flashes, acne, insomnia, fatigue and tiredness, and weight gain. Guess what? These drops are going to address all of this. Plus, from a skin aspect, you see people in these drops for a month, they're just glowing. They look like different people. This also, what we're seeing, is helps people with bloating, acid reflux, and inflammation and pain. I know Barb on this call, her husband thought he needed double knee replacement, and guess what? He's never went back to the doctor, completely pain-free. So the name of this beautiful company is called Partner.co. We are based in Utah. We're all over the United States, and we're in 59 other countries. This company's about 2.5 years old. They took 4 existing companies that were about to go through bankruptcy, took them through Chapter 11, kept all of the great products, and formed this one company. So what's great about that is that we know it's a stable company now. We know that there's no issues with product, development, production, shipping. Everything is run so smooth here. And guess what? This company is 100% debt free. Now, we do have over 100 products. So you're going to lead with the body balancing drops. We love that as a foundational product, but we also have things for immune health. We have collagens. We have things for gut health. We have a clean energy drink that has 20 grams of protein and this beautiful organic seaweed. So you name it, basically, we have it. And you can sign up for a one-time fee of $29.95. That's going to get you wholesale pricing, 30% off for life. But I'm going to show you how you're going to make way more than 30% as we go through this presentation. So all of our products are created by doctors, backed by science. We have over 6 products in the physician's desk reference manual, and we do manufacture in FDA-approved facilities. So we have the highest standardizations that anybody will ever want to see from you. In terms of the drops come in a box. So I will refer to this as a box of drops. That is a 1-month supply. And people do lose weight twice as fast on the drops as diet alone. So the one on the left, the Slender X, it is all homeopathic ingredients, 11 different remedies that are going to help people with inflammation, with blood sugar regulation, with appetite control, with emotional eating. And it even has like thyroidium, which is going to help balance the thyroid, balance the endocrine system. The one on the right is Accelerate. Just like Dr. Laura said, she was prescribing or, suggesting a lot of different adaptogenic herbs like rhodiola, ashwagandha, rose hips, methylated B12. But now this is going to be all delivered in this second drop, which these are both taken sublingually under the tongue several times a day. So the absorption is really amazing. They're all natural, safe, and hormone free and stimulant free. So how are they going to work? Well, they're going to help people balance their hormones, curb their appetite, increase the energy. The energy increase is what people will see the most in the first week, especially if they're deficient in methylated B12, which is the majority of people. I have a little 9-year-old, and his comments to me in 1 week were, well, these are mommy's nice drops. These are mommy's good energy drops. You sure are nice now, mom. And so it's also going to increase your metabolic rate, boost your mood, support your thyroid, and help stabilize the blood sugar. We can't make medical claims, but I will tell you that I'm completely off of synthetic hormones and completely off of all thyroid medications. I just got all my thyroid labs ran about 2 weeks ago, and they look perfect. And from an inflammation point of view, my inflammation is amazing. You would never look at my blood work and think that I had, been diagnosed with chronic Lyme disease. So you're going to prescribe these drops to your clients, give them a box of drops. And guess what? It also comes with a great nutritional food plan that's going to help them clear that inflammation and balance their hormones. But the drops are going to give them the liquid discipline to stick with it. As we know, 99% of diets fail. This is going to be different for them. So they're going to eat like a diabetic would eat, low glycemic. So they can have over 100 foods. Tell them, eat from the foods list, drink at least 80 ounces of water a day, and take your drops 3 times a day. And this will be something we can all on this team help you support your clients and, help them. Sometimes we realize people just really don't know how to eat or what to eat. And other people, they do. They just felt very confused. So now they've got a list they can just pick off of. They don't need to count calories. If they intermittent fast, fine. Just take the drops 3 times a day. So here are some before and afters. These have a physical testimony as well as a financial. So I'll share both. This is my friend Kristen. She owns a CrossFit gym in Tennessee. She was the second in the United States for CrossFitting at one time, but she had her second baby, and because of imbalanced hormones, could not get her body back in shape. She went on the drops, got her body back in shape, and she started sharing these drops just on Facebook, posting a couple times a day. And she was actually able to pay off 3 of her brick and mortar loans. So her drop business is now out earning her regular income. And this is Ursula. She's a homeschool mom of 6. She started these drops just wanting to lose her baby belly. She was blown away when she was able to come off of anxiety and depression medications. And with 6 children, homeschooling them, could you imagine one income family? So she started sharing these drops, started her business, and I love her story. She cries and tells her story that now I can give my kids what they want for Christmas and not what I could put on a charge card or borrow from somebody. My son hears me do this presentation, and one day he said, "Mom, let me message Miss Ursula." So he messaged Ursula and he said, "Miss Ursula, I'm so proud of you that now you can buy your kids Christmas and you've gotten healthy." And she messaged me back crying. She said, "Susan, I literally have COVID." This was in COVID. She said, "I was so sick. This just made my day." And then this is Alan. Like, guys do lose weight so fast, it's not fair, just like Dr. Laura said. But they will get phenomenal results from these drops. They'll come off of blood pressure medicine, cholesterol medicine. And so that's Alan's results. And then this is Misty. Misty said, "I just want to lose the spare tire around my waist." So she was able to do that. But I do want you girls to pay attention. Look at her skin and her face when she took her first picture holding the drops, and look at 6 weeks later. I feel like she looks 5 or 10 years younger. That's what I was saying, what it can do for skin and complexion. And then I showed this lady because most people would look at her and say, well, she doesn't need drops. Never judge a book by its cover. We never know what people are struggling with. And pretty much women, I feel like over 35, they're getting symptoms of hormonal imbalance, sometimes way younger, right? Whenever like the PCOS girls that start at, 16. But she had a sugar addiction, kind of like me, would yo-yo with 10 pounds. So she felt so good after getting on these drops. She went on to win a fitness competition. And I love this story because she has 2 daughters with severe epilepsy. I mean, severe epilepsy. And so her cortisol was always out the roof. So this was really able to balance her nervous system and just completely gave her her life back. This lady started posting on Facebook and sold 500 boxes of drops. That's about $45,000 just in retail money. And this is Dr. Crystal. She's a chiropractor for us. She closed down her clinic to do this full time. So now she has a phone based business. And then Terry is a lady that went through menopause and said, I could look at food and gain weight. And Ashley was able to release 20 pounds after losing her mom to cancer. So the way that this could work, you guys are all business women. So people will buy from you as a retail customer. They will pay you $167 for one box of drops. And like Dr. Laura said, most of the time people stay on the drops for at least 3 months. And for $29.95, you'll open up your own virtual business. So we'll give you the replicated website. We'll give you the back office. We'll give you the apps. We'll give you the tools. And literally, we will hold your hand and train you to do this. Like, I had never done this kind of company when I came into this business. And my first month in this company, I made $18,000. Life-changing money. I had always worked for corporate America before I became an emotional therapist. And, you know, that was more money than I ever made, even being one of the top sales executives working for Siemens. So we buy in retail, like we buy bulk here so that we can sell retail and make the most amount of money. We do offer PayPal Afterpay. So if you have a PayPal account, PayPal will let you finance these drops 6 months interest free. Keep that in mind as I tell you about these packages. So you could do a 4-pack, buy 3, get 1 free. You'll sell those for $668. They're going to cost you $371. After that, you're going to profit $297. I will tell you, if you do one post on Facebook or barely speak up about this, 4 boxes are going to be gone. And we will turn your social media into profit. People will come to you. You're not cold calling people or anything like that, like in the old Amway days and stuff like that. So people are going to come to you and say, what are these drops? How much are they? And we're going to give you the social media strategy and the text scripts that are all plug and play. Everything people could ask you is right there. What's really mind blowing is probably 85% of the people I don't even talk to. Like, I just send them a text message and then send them a box of drops. The second option is a 10-pack for $880. Buy 7, get 3 free. Guess what? You're in our Black Friday deal. So right now you're going to do buy 10, get 2 for free. So you're going to actually sell those boxes of drops for $1,670, plus you make another $334. Pay back your investment, and your profit is going to be over $1,000 for 10 boxes of drops. The normal people, not the business women and higher level women like you, literally can sell a 10-pack in less than a week. So you're going to move a lot more than that. The third option is a 30-pack for $24.99. You would sell those for $5,010, pay back your investment for $24.99, and profit $25.11. Today, with the Black Friday sale, you could do 3 10-packs, which would be around a little over $2,500, closer to $2,600. But you are going to pure profit because you'll get 6 boxes for free. You're going to profit $3,500. Like, that's insane retail money. And then what you do at that bigger pack, if you come in with 3 10-packs, let me stop my screen share. If you come in with the 3 10-packs, what that also does for you is that gets you to top pay for life. So what does that mean? That means anybody that you bring in, there I am, anybody that you bring in your business, if you sign them up for 30 boxes of drops, you make $450. And I'm telling you, people want to do this business. So that's $450, $450, $450, $450. I mean, I've seen women make $2,000 just by signing. Barb came in this business and started signing people up. And you know, really make an incredible income. Miss Cheryl, is there anything that you have to say or you want to mention, or Barb or Luz, either one?
Yes, I would say that I'm not someone that traditionally likes to do any kind of selling.
Yeah.
I have been in a couple of different different businesses in the past, and this has been the easiest business just because I can do this with me working in a clinic, and patients and clients contact me about the drop. So before I even got my first products in, I had sold everything that I had ordered. So, and the thing I like about the business the best is because the results, the results, all the people that, you all that are on here see me post, these are real people that have changed their lives. And I'm in women's health, and I hear about menopause and PCOS and hot flashes and inability to sleep all day long. And when I see people that are able to change their life, that's what's rewarding to me. And I'm getting ready to retire in a couple of years. So this is what I'll be doing for a long time.
This is it. And isn't it? It's so beautiful, isn't it? To have something natural and to send people away with a box of drops and all those messages that you get coming in, like, oh my gosh, I slept through the night. I didn't sweat anymore. Like, it's the funnest thing. And, you know, people will always say to me and Barb and Dr. Luz, like, you guys really love doing this, don't you? And we do, because it's a ministry. Like, it's really life changing. So Cheryl, I love that you've already invited your whole group, your whole girl gang.
And I want to say too, it took me a year. Anytime I offer new products to any of my wellness clients, I have to try them myself. My husband has to try them.
Okay.
So I tried the drops, and people will notice immediately, and I lost almost 10 pounds the first week I was on them.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
What in the world is happening here, And so I had to get off of them. But I just use them sparingly now because I don't need to lose that kind of weight. But I know that's proof to me that they work, and I sleep better. My husband loves the Renew. He sleeps sound. He couldn't sleep through the night. And the first night he was like, I slept all night, So yeah, they're great products and great financial gains for people who want a business on the side.
Beautiful. You guys, this is the product she's talking about, Renew. You may want to order this with your pack, right, Cheryl? Like, everybody loves this. Just dump it into water 30 minutes before you go to bed. You will sleep like a baby. Your brain fog will go away. And what it does for your libido. Like 3 weeks after, I was making kind of crude comments to my husband. I was like, who is this girl? And he was like, who is this girl? So we definitely see that. And there's that's really hard to find on the market as well. So basically what your next step is, you guys, is Cheryl is going to send you just a text message of the information that she needs to get you started and the different options of the pack. Barb and Luz, you guys just modify the packs because now they get all of the different free drops. So I'm telling you, I'm kind of mad because 2 weeks ago I bought 30 more boxes of drops when this promotion wasn't going on. So I shorted myself $1,000 extra. So you guys don't do that to yourself. Don't wait. Get it while it's on the sale. And I can tell Cheryl's just going to do this authentically through sharing. So she's going to build a business. So come in and get placed in her organization because she's going to start getting people added underneath you, which we can get into all of that. But the biggest thing is get in, start sharing drops, and we'll hold your hand every step of the way. Okay. Very nice to meet all of you guys. I can't wait to help you and get you to reach your health goals and financial goals. This is a beautiful residual income and side income business. So we're excited for you. Okay.
Thank you so much, Susan.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you so much for your time, everyone.
You're welcome. You guys take care. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
I'm going to stop recording. And if there's anybody who